Times change and they can change fast. We needed a whole new approach. It provided us scope for the future. We were now gambling where Karl Taylor had gone. We had to change everything, the dangers of doing so. My name is Karl Taylor and I've been a photographer for over 30 years. I built a reputation for myself and a name for myself, but a few years ago we decided to completely rebrand our business. In this video, I'm going to explain why, as well as the pitfalls and the dangers of doing so. So 17 years ago, I created Karl Taylor Masterclass. I'd already been working as a photographer for many years before that in commercial and advertising photography. But Karl Taylor Photography Masterclass started as a series of DVDs and also a popular YouTube channel back in 2009. The growth in digital photography at the time was phenomenal, and we were one of the first providers of serious photography education and inspiration on YouTube and online. We were shipping truckloads of DVDs to our retailers around the world, from Europe to Dubai to Australia, as well as being serialized on leading photography magazines in the USA. But times change and they can change fast, and within a year DVDs were going out of fashion. And the high costs of our products as online downloads led to significant piracy, and it became harder and harder to sell our courses as downloadable content. We managed to continue for a couple more years, but it just became more and more difficult. And then we realized that we needed a whole new approach. We needed to diversify our range of content so that it wasn't just photography and studio lighting, but it also covered areas where photographers were now moving into, such as CGI and filmmaking. And for this, we introduced new professional experts from the industry, people who do this for a living, people like Ethan Davies, who is an expert CGI artist, Barry Macario, an experienced professional in TV and brand commercials. He takes us in depth in pro-level production, food styling for photography and video with Anna Pushtanikova. We also launched new art classes with different experts and with different styles, as well as live workshops and new monthly content, brief challenges and critiques, as well as a new $10,000 equipment, Broncolor lighting equipment prize for our best members' work, as well as many other prizes and trophies to reward our community. Now, with the introduction of all these new experts to our platform, it made sense to rebrand. And we also decided to make the move to a low price monthly membership instead of individual downloadable courses. And the rebrand to visualeducation.com, it better represented the fact that I, Karl Taylor, was no longer the sole content producer on the site. And it provided us scope for the future to bring professional training for all aspects of the visual arts. But this was a big problem as a business. We'd spent 10 years building a business on my name and brand, as well as making physical products that had value. We were now gambling on taking all that away and switching it to a monthly membership model under a new name and with many new instructors. The first and most significant negative hit for us came to us as a loss of organic search. All of a sudden, Google didn't know who we were or where Karl Taylor had gone, and our organic traffic search became a real problem for the business. We then had to convince our existing customers that the rebrand was a good idea and to explain to them why we felt it was necessary. Fortunately, though, our loyal following and membership accepted and understood our reasoning and how this new platform would bring them much, much better value. Now, it was a massive struggle at the start, I won't lie, but it's now been 3 years since we rebranded, and we've come out the other side with a stronger brand, with a more complete offering for our members and at a better price. But what about the actual name choices and the designs for a rebrand? Where and how did that all come about? Well, first of all, we needed a name. And as our focus is on education for the visual arts, that is just areas that fall into visual creativity, such as filmmaking, photography, lighting, 3D, CGI, post-production, art, and we've even got makeup as well. We decided to look for a name that worked and represented that. Also, our content is all video. It's visual. And after checking the website URLs that were available, we opted for visual education. Now, the next requirement from there was a new logo. And we worked with a design agency to come up with a number of options. And the one we settled for, we felt was fresh, vibrant, and it tapped into everyone's earliest methods of visual learning using a shape sorter. And from those shapes, our designers were able to amalgamate a logo that formed the V and the E, as well as hint at a video play button. But that was just the start. When we'd settled on the brand and the logo and the color scheme, we had to change everything. Signage, websites, email templates, marketing, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even our reception color scheme in the studio. But this in itself was tricky. Karl Taylor has a following of 160,000 people on Instagram, and I was still a photographer. So what we did was we opted to create a new Instagram account for visual education, but this hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy to try and move my audience across to the new Instagram account. In fact, so far, the visual education Instagram is still running around about 17,000 followers. Our YouTube channel remained the same, but it had to have a new name and be rebranded as well. And that also took a hit on our viewing figures after the change because our audience was confused by new notifications from a brand that they weren't aware of. But sometimes these tough decisions have to be made. We needed a brand that could last into the future and a brand that others could continue to push forwards. I mean, don't worry, you're not getting rid of me that easily, but as a business, you need to plan for the future. And the brand Karl Taylor would be hard to sustain if in 10, 15 or however many years' time, I've retired or I'm less visible on the platform. But one thing remains certain, and that is that myself and visual education will continue to deliver the very best in visual arts education as long as we're needed to. Thanks for watching.